日本ファルコムコーポレーション。
Okay, here we are again. What the hell, Twitch's app updated as well. Discord's app updated yesterday and threw me all off. Something, it was like an uncanny valley. Something looked weird, but I couldn't put my finger on what it was. And now Twitch's app updated as well, with a new creator mode, separate from the rest of it. Basically, one extra button press from what we normally do. I was gonna say, before that threw me for a loop, that I wonder if the harmonica is gonna come in as a sort of a plot device at all outside of Unica mode, because it was for a minute in Unica mode, but they really kind of highlighted in the beginning little intro thing there. And so far it's just been like a minor item, so. It's a goddess artifact, sure, but so far it's only been a minor item. So they, for all I know, they could have highlighted the blue necklace or something and would have, you know. Anyway, with that rambling out of the way, we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. Let me click load game real quick because we'll be there in, well, I can leave it here for about 90 seconds and then we'll go. And we'll see if I can remember how to play this after 3 days away. Let me warm my hands up while I'm waiting for the time to tick down. Matter of fact, I might take this off now that the air conditioner went off. Just use it as a hand warmer. Maybe a little something like this, like a blanket for my fingers. Okay, there we go. I think I'm good. Let me take a drink and then we'll get started. Oh, you know, I should probably slightly move this too, so it's all where it's supposed to be. Alright. Here goes something. So we're definitely at a lower playtime than we were when we got here with Unica mode. I think we're at a lower level as well, which might be a little concerning, because that means I'll be beating the final boss at potentially a lower level. But, I don't know, we might be okay. I think I might have enough SP to buy like 1 or 2 more upgrades, and that should help us out a little bit. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the finale of Hugo mode for Ys Origin, the Stream Edition. This is also going to serve as the finale episode for the whole playlist of Ys Origin. When we come back in a little while, a couple of games from now, I'm going to go play through Toa mode, which is the 3rd character mode. But this episode is going to serve as the finale, and then the end of Toa mode will serve as the outro once we get to that. So that's how that's going to go. But yeah, last time we made it all the way up here to the 24th floor. We actually beat Zava before the end of the episode. So today we're going to wander our way up to the top of the tower and see what awaits us with Hugo. I imagine it's not going to be too different from Unica mode, with the exception of me being able to fight from farther away. So try not to step on any glass on the way up. Hey, Conker, it's going good. How's it going for you there? We are just about ready to, well, slide into this thing. And then, yeah, we're just about ready to head up to the top of the tower. Let's see what we can find up there. I remember electricity working pretty well here for Unica, so I'm going to try it with Hugo as well. Yeah, that works pretty good. Just let that be. There we go. Probably should have just exploded that before I started trying to jump out of its way. That works a little bit better than with Unica, because, you know, I don't have to get so close that I can accidentally get hit by that anyway. So, it's kind of nice. Well, that went fairly well. Now, for the next section. Doing alright playing as Virgil in DMC5. He beat the base game the other day, so you decided to try him out. Nice, Conker. Hopefully having fun with him. I'll be getting to that myself eventually here. I'm going to beat the game that we're going to start next week first, and then Threads of Fate for Dream. And then once we're done with that, I'll get to try Virgil out myself. So hopefully you're having fun with him. I'm sure I will as well once we get that far. I forgot what these guys do. That doesn't really work so well. I guess regular attacks work pretty well, though. Just blast forward real quick. Because it works well enough to where I don't have to actually even approach these guys. I don't know if those guys were necessarily programmed with Hugo in mind. Because he sort of shreds the whole point of them just by existing. I mean, it's the same with these guys really too, but you know. Alright, now I forget which way was the way to the upgrades and which way was not in this section, but I guess we'll find out in a minute. Gotta be quicker on the trigger finger with that, I guess. Not that it really did much of anything, so it doesn't really matter, but, you know. You know what I'm just glad for is the fact that these guys don't show up in the final boss fight, like as a trap or something that the boss slays. That would be a little bit upsetting. Alright, this is the section with the Mask of Eyes, if I remember correctly. So we want to go this way. And I don't see you over there. and blast you from off screen. Alright. And then we go over here. There's a dude over there, though, isn't there? Like a... Oh, no. Okay. I was thinking of something else. I was thinking there was going to be one of the gravity tether things right there. But there was not. There is, however, a treasure chest now available to me, so I will try to go get it. Okay. Oh, there it is. I'll just blast him. What do I care about the goop? And there's Dark Falcon. Okay, Dark Falcon boots. Something to that effect. And these are similar to the ones that Unica got because they occasionally negate enemy attacks. I imagine that's pretty good with the windshield, so we're going to have to try that out in the final boss fight, I think. And just see how it goes. Man, that's an annoying sound effect, if I've ever heard one. Wasn't there another way up to that section over there, though? The one that's on the, was on the top left there? Well, hang on, let me go this way first. Take care of these guys since they won't stop making that noise. And that's just the section forward. It was this part right here. I think, if I remember right, there was like a way to jump there, wasn't there? I'm gonna go check again. Like you could jump and do like a wind thing or something from one of these platforms to get there. Oh no, it's just this platform. Okay, and you could just drop down from here. Okay, well, next section then. He's fun and a lot of combo potential. Nice. Nice. Well, hopefully it, I don't know if it's very similar to Dante, I might have a little trouble because I still haven't fully learned Dante, but I'm going to practice a little bit before I play it because I got the NTSC version of Devil May Cry 5 finally now, so I can actually go ahead and I got to beat the entire NTSC version over again because the version that I was playing was the PAL version, and well, anything that I did in that version doesn't really carry over, but I had to get the NTSC version or else I couldn't get play as Virgil at all, so I forgot about those guys. So yeah, I'll have a chance to practice before I play it for the stream because I'm gonna replay the entire game basically when I play it for the stream. So I will have a chance to do it. I can't believe that actually killed them. I figured that wouldn't be enough, but it was enough. Okay. Trying to get the guy away from me. Sure as hell ain't working, though. Alright. So switch number 1. And that will give us that. And I think we can go up from here to keep going, but I want to go down the different paths. So, because there was, I think, a couple of paths here that I could take. So let's go take a look. Yeah, there was north and then there was east as well. Just gonna tank the damage. I'm fine. I'll get some HP back. The Dark Wizard guy. Oh yeah, that's right, the Knight guy. Forgot about him. Okay, yeah, so this is, there's a chest up there that we can go grab. Yeah, that trap works pretty good for those guys, because then you can just kind of leave it and wait until they're getting ready to swing at you, and then just spring the trap and off you go. So I guess electricity works pretty good this whole area. As long as you can hit them with it. So, okay, so this just leads to a chest. Just let that go. And the Devil Medallion. Good. We needed that in order to proceed anyway, so I'll take it. We're like 47.5 at the moment, I think, with our level. Yeah. So, we might get to... Well, we'll get to 48 most likely. We might get to 49 by the time we're done, so... He's similar to Dante, yeah, but still different enough. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't... Basically, it doesn't play too similarly. They wanted to give you an incentive for actually getting him, you know, so... Hey, Lifeblood, how's it going? Welcome back. Moving to a new city does make one busy. Yes, I could imagine that would definitely keep me busy, so... Hopefully the move is going okay for you. Where's the main girl from the beginning replaced? Hope not. No, she's done. We finished her mode on the 5th episode, and this is episode number 9. So we started Hugo mode, which is the second playable character, on the 6th episode. So this is Hugo, and we're finishing his mode today. There's a third playable character, but I'm not going to be playing as him until a little bit later. I'm going to go play a couple of other games first before we come back to this and finish it up completely. So, oh yeah, Rafflesia guy. Almost forgot. I don't want your bees. Let's see. Yeah, we drop down to that from here. Not from here, but in a minute. Drop down here. And then we jump on over here. Leave that be. Oh, hello there. Would you like to try that one again? Alright. And then up here. I feel like this could have been a Mask of Eyes platform, but... whatever. It's fine. None of that. Shame on you. I see what you're trying to do, game. I don't like it. Alright, this is where we drop down to get that chest, and I think that's the last chest, if I remember right. Oh my god. Just drop all the mines. More mines. Mines everywhere. That was a lot of SP. And in here is the last treasure, I think, in the area, which is the Calcet and Panacea. So we can chug that right now. Get that out of the way. There we go. Yes, exactly. Different storyline, Marie. Exactly. And hello, Marie. How you doing? Welcome back. Had to log in again. There you go. Well, we're heading up to the top floor, so you haven't missed too much. We've just been plowing our way through the enemies, a couple of screens, and we're making our way. I think there's one more screen, so we might have a chance to get to 48. I'm going to try to get to 48 before I fight the last boss, because I feel like that would just give me a little bit of extra oomph, a little extra offense, so... Don't like Hugo already because he replaced the main girl. Yeah, well... if you don't like Hugo just by proxy of that, then you also need to be, I don't know what you're going to think about his attitude. I mean, I guess he's not terrible in most cases, but he's definitely not quite as happy-go-lucky as Unica was. Then again, most people aren't, so... Let's see. We're not on the screen where the save point is yet, though, because there's no enemies that are like guarding a whatchamacallit. There's no red enemies, I guess is what I can say. Well, sir, I'm just gonna slide over here with you so I can stay out of the way of the Rafflesias. I'd love to get inside with them so I can blow them up, but it's very difficult when you're slipping all over the place. That is quite a bit easier than killing these guys in Unica mode. Like, I keep saying it, but it is. It's just so much simpler to just stand still, let them pull you, and then kill them while they're pulling you. Okay. I thought I wasn't going to make it. I did make it, though. Level up. Good. Oh, yeah, those guys don't take hardly any damage from that. I forgot. Yeah, that goop must get stuck on your feet or something with the green goop, because it lingers for a little bit. Alright, let's see. I mean, if you're not going to put your shield up... Wow, he jumped quite a ways, didn't he? got them both. Good. Hang on. I have an itch on my leg that I definitely cannot get while running around with a tractor beam dude pulling me. Okay. A little tougher when they're up on a ledge like that, but hey, it's okay. You just gotta find the right spot. Hang on, not even quite right. There we go. We can give feedback now? What is this? YouTube circa 2009? Yeah, I don't understand. There's a few changes that Twitch has made that are a little weird lately. Like, they have a new mode on the mobile app as well where I can't look at my chat unless I turn on creator mode, and it's like, okay. I mean, whatever. I don't want to sound like a dinosaur or anything, but like... I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with the old system. Not quite in phase 2 yet, huh, sir? Well, there we go. Took a hit, but that's okay. And off we go. Yeah, Hugo's a spellcaster. Yep, he uses a staff, and he has sorcerer capabilities, unlike Unica, who had no magic whatsoever. So, a mage of house fact, one of the main houses in the society. He's a magical prodigy, but he has issues since he was always compared to his brother, who was also highly gifted. Get over it, you nanny. Really hard to do when your dad pushes you to the breaking point, expecting you to be great and to compare it to your brother. Yeah, off the dad goes. Throw him off the island. You have been voted off, sir. I don't like Hugo, but I relate to some of his character traits. I mean, I get it. We had this conversation previously where we talked about, like, comparison points where family members will try to compare you to, you know, older siblings or something to that effect, and it's not cool of them to do that because you need to be able to be your own person, and if anyone's going to be able to encourage you to be your own person, it should be your family. But, yeah, you know. I mean, slide right into it if you want to, sir. That's fine. Okay, so that's the final, not the final save point, but the second to last save point, the one right before this last boss, who I can guess is probably going to be Toll. And then we have the final save point right after that. Alright, what else can I buy now? I've got a whole bunch of SP to burn. So let's go see. Well, first we're going to strengthen our leggings. I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then, do I have enough for MP usage? I sure do. I got 40,000 to spare after MP usage, so let's reduce MP usage down a little bit more. And then we can leave the rest for now. It's fine. And, yeah, we're not going to get level 3. Level 3 is a little much, I think. Alright, let's head up here, surely to where Toll will be waiting for us. And then... well, we're probably going to go fight Dallas again as the final boss, but I won't know that for sure until we get up there. So let's go and find out. I didn't save. Let me go do that first before I put the medallion in. I was just busy, like, buying SP stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just keep going. Ain't no big deal. Also, I think I just dropped some frames. Sorry about that. I only just... oops, that's delete. Only just saw that. My bad. Not that there's anything I could do about it, but, you know. Well, there is something I could do about it, but it requires me being on the same floor as my actual modem and router so I could get a direct connection. Which, at the moment, is not possible, so, yeah. It'll be something to work on when I get my own place. That's for sure. Yeah, those guys are pretty mobile considering all the armor and stuff, so they get around, that's for sure. Alright. Well, let's go see his brother, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, I can see his silhouette in the distance there. Well, yeah, this is the only path that I can find to get up the tower, so, I mean, you know. Where else was I gonna go? You're kind of stuck in a certain dimension, and which one is that, Lifeblood? Oh boy. Because you've been stuck in them before. Why is that impressive to you? Is it just because they were demonic and stuff? Well, I used them once. Didn't exactly work out for us. Yeah, the Twilight Road to Dawn. Or wait, that's a different game. And you quite literally did exactly what he did by accepting demonic power and thought, oh, I have a complex because my brother was always the one that I was compared to, so now I'm going to do exactly what he did. Only I'm going to control... Like, that doesn't make any sense, Hugo. Yeah. Well, that's fair. I'm just glad you finally found your road, because it was a little concerning watching you basically do the same thing as your brother. Fair enough. How do you like them apples, bro? Oh. Well, I guess I've still got some surprises up my sleeve. Okay. Then let's see what you've got. Oh, he turned into a demon. Great. He's a Super Saiyan. Kind of. Looks like those, like, fan fiction dark Super Saiyan things that were all over the internet in the early 2000s. Maybe the 1000 dimension ups somewhere in there. Oh boy. The speech is Hugo realizing he's a goober. Great. Blah blah. Get on with it, Hugo. Let's get on with the killing. Okay, so then, is it really fair, since you're using demonic essence, to try to test my not demonic essence? Like, I'm trying to think if it would make any sense here at all. Put that up real quick. Reduce his defense down a little bit, and then off we'll go. Put that up before he gets too overzealous here. Ow. He knocked me out of it, the frame I was going to use my shield. I mean, I'm okay with that. Oh, okay, apparently I just can't jump anymore. That's fine. I also can't aim, but that's normal, so... Okay, so what we want to do now is, I think I actually want to boost the shield. So let me do that now. If I get the extra hits out of it. Get boosted shield off before I leave boost. I mean, I'm okay with this. Oh, okay. I guess for that, it's the same thing as with Dallas, where you kind of want to be near him. Oh yeah, that's right. You know what? I remember why I was having trouble with that, because I can't shoot and jump at the same time. But yeah, I think for that I want to actually get close to him, because it'll let me hit him a little easier. I didn't get the defense drop. Okay. Put it back up. Let's not take hits without reason here, though. Got another boost off, so let me do that so I can get a better shield. I could burst him down, I guess, at some point here as well, but... yeah, we can do that later. Hang on, I'm not looking at the screen to see, I'm just figuring, oh, he's like 1 or 2 hits away. He was, as it turns out. I wasn't looking at his HP bar, I was just looking at myself and him and just saying, oh, I'll just face tank the damage, it's fine. And what was the choice, exactly? Taking demonic essence to try to make me strong enough, or... Uh-huh. Yeah, but you sort of forced that fate upon him, man, rather than giving him any choice in the matter by doing it. Well, I'm glad you realized that, because that's quite a bit of a problem that you made for your brother, isn't it? Okay, fair enough. Ow. Okay, well, he's alright, it's just... You know, he needs a minute to rest. Well, that's, I think, all he wanted was just to make sure that you tried. So. I feel like this fight involves a lot of running. Yes, exactly. I'm getting defense shred from using the dash attack. Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah. It's not always working, but I figure I can set it up a little bit and it helps a little bit too. I'm 693 experience from level 50. Should we just go get that? I forget, are there any enemies up ahead? Oh, hang on, I'm whacking in Atol's body. I'm gonna go see if there's any enemies up ahead. I'm not sure, but if there's not, I could just get to level 50 and then we could finish from there. But yeah, the fight does in fact involve a lot of running. You just gotta keep yourself away from him because you're a spellcaster. Good, you're improving, and yes it does. Hugo is not super mobile, but Toll is. A mobile spellcaster, yeah, would be something new. Not something you usually see outside of, like... Honestly, I think Wisdom Form in Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of the only situations where you're like a mobile caster because you slide all over the ground. So, that was an interesting take. I actually like Wisdom Form quite a bit in KH2. It's like my least used form, but then again, I don't really use the drive forms all that much anyway. I mostly use the drive gauge for summoning in KH2. So it's a little less useful than it could be. The drive forms. And now you see why you chose not to use wind magic very often in the late game. Why? Because it's just too easy. The enemies aren't prepared for my shield. Oh, I thought I had enough for him. There we go. One or two more enemies and we should be able to level up. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on how much experience they give. Okay, good. Wasn't sure if that was going to reach, honestly. And there's a few down here. Just leave them both present. There we go. We are sufficiently leveled. I'm just going to leave the rest of them alone. It's fine. I got what I wanted. Oh, and I can buy boost level 2 now, actually, because I've got over 60,000 SP from getting that little bit of extra. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, I think for Dallas, it's actually going to work a little bit better if I use fire, because I think, if I remember from the Unica fight, like, I got in real close with the Unica fight, but there's several situations where I couldn't damage him because I was out at a distance, or because he had those mobile platforms in Phase 3. So I'm going to try the fire magic and just see how good it goes. If it doesn't go too well, then whatever, but I'll switch around. But if I have to retry, like, whatever, it's not a big deal, you know. It's fine. You love the anti-form from KH2? That was your sole reason to use drive. Yeah, the anti-form is cool. I wish it was like you were able to get it more on demand, and I think in Final Mix you can get it more on demand, but like, I think if I remember right, there was a problem with it where it was like a lot of stuff stunned you out of your attacks or something like that, but the combos and stuff were cool, that's for sure, so. Definitely very stylish considering you basically turn into a Heartless. So, alright, last save point, last statue. Let's buy our boost recovery. which will probably come in handy in this fight, because I think I boosted quite a bit in this fight, if I remember right, with Unica. So, oh look, it even goes up to level 3, and I will probably never be able to buy any of those, not even in the final mode. That's delete again. I keep thinking to press up to save because it's, I think that's how it is in Nocturne. I'm playing Nocturne off-screen right now, so I can finally get the true demon ending, because I only ever got the freedom ending in the original version. So now that I can inherit skills on the HD remaster, I'm like, I'm gonna try this out. And also get the true demon ending, which is basically the 100% ending. So, you don't have to do 100% quite, but you do more than you do in the other endings to do that one, so. There's like only one on an extra boss fight, then that makes it a short stream. Yeah, I kind of got done with this mode faster than I thought I was going to. With Unica, the last stream was like an hour and a half, and I shaved off almost an entire stream in Hugo mode for some reason, so this is going to end up being like an hour long or something. So. Sup, potentially older and grayer me? How you feeling at the top of your tower, at the top of your power? At the height of your victory? It's not going to be a victory very shortly, so. And so could your subordinates have been, but, you know. Yeah, again, I don't really understand why you believed him in the first place. Like, the little power-up for that one boss fight was cool, but I beat it without needing the power-up, so why... Again, I just don't like it when they give you a power boost for the character that literally only plays into the story. So... yeah, that thing. So you want to fully power the Pearl, which is not really okay. It is a large magic circle. Yeah, he has a gigantic summoning circle around this thing, and it's trying to pull the entire continent that's floating in the air back down to the ground. Yeah, pretty much. That's the gist. I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, I could have, but that would have required breath and air. I prefer not to waste mine on subordinates like you. Anyway. No, that's the idea. Let's not stand by and let him do this. Let's do exactly what we did in Unica mode, where she tried to shoot him and he had a big barrier, and then all of our friends got here, so we can break the barrier. Yeah, that's not really good. Oh boy. I'm gonna need a little bit of a stronger windshield for this! I mean, I could boost. The boost gives me an extra hit, and so far you haven't even broken one hit of my shield. So, I mean... I'll let you know when I see you there myself. Because in about 2 minutes, Unica's gonna send you there. Or, wait, no, hang on, this isn't Unica mode. She's not even ready to fight the final boss. Never mind. And he died. Except not. Yeah, whack him upside the head with your staff, exactly. It's like, oh, I have a large magical barrier. Does that help you against physical attacks? What? Just smack him upside the head. How dare you! Anyway, all my friends are here with their summoning powers and holy magic. I was gonna say, it just doesn't feel as impactful with Hugo because he already has magic. Like with Unica, they were all like, hey, so you don't have magic, but we can give you the magical powers that you need in order to beat him and break his barrier. So it felt a little bit more of like an all-for-one moment. With Hugo, it's like, okay, well, I already have magic, I just need a little more of it, you know? Which, whatever, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, it just felt better on Unica mode because Unica couldn't do that normally. Hugo could do that normally if he gave into demonic essence, but he didn't have to. Alright, take me to Marluxia land so I can finish this up. Well, that's not very nice. What if I don't want you to be man and demon? He just turns into the demi-fiend boss fight from Digital Devil Saga. Not going to happen. Where's my... Sorry, I need a thumbnail. And this will do nicely. Now, Dallas, let's see what you can do against a long-range character. I don't remember any of the fight, to be honest, so I guess I'll just play it by ear until... We are shredding his HP bar right now, though. I mean, it's phase 1, so that's why, but, you know... Whoa. That was a little sketchy. Ooh, okay. No, let me jump. I need to jump away. Alright, phase 1 complete. 'Twas a bit of a warm-up, you see. I need... How do I damage him with wind magic? Oh, like that. I run into him. Okay. It's a little sketchy with Hugo, but sure. Oop. And that's why it's a little sketchy, because, like... Just keep shredding his defense while he doesn't have a shield up. Okay. Now for fire. Still don't know how to destroy those guys. I think you can blow them up with the fire magic, but... I guess I don't really need to. Okay. And then I can boost up. Yeah, you can shred them with the fire magic. Okay. Okay, electricity now. Gonna have to get in close. Nice, he like ran into all those. Good. 1, 2, 3. I don't even think that shredded his defense, honestly. Okay, into phase 3. Here's where the tough part begins, I think, because we got to deal with those guys and the summoning circle. So. I mean, I guess I could just keep running, and that'll work in my favor eventually. Oh. Okay, there we go. See what I mean, though? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't for me when it comes to the... Oh, he's doing the laser thing. Yeah, hang on. There. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hook up the spirit necklace equivalent. Well, this is going to go poorly for me. Might have to go reload the save, then. He's trying to get away from me to use the laser again, isn't he? Yep. Alright, well, if I have to reload the save because I'm dumb and forgot to equip the necklace, that's fine. So we'll do that, because I completely blanked on that. My bad. At least it's a quick reload. I mean, we do have to rewatch the whole cutscene, but, you know, it's fine. There. Daybreak Towers, but that's what I meant. I missed some chat. Let's take a look. Yeah, the goddesses are twins. Yep, that's what it looks like. Same-ish, kind of similar story, just different main character. Yeah, most of the major changes come from the third character, not one-to-one, but like main aspects, yep. Game's actually super short, so they expected players to play it 4 times. Yeah, I don't know about that one. For me personally, anyway. Oh, then hell yes. Main aspects do not change until the third character when they finally feel like telling you stuff. Yeah, they withhold the plot from you until then. I'm just going to go fly through this. Actually, let me save again with that equipped so I don't, like, you know, end up in a situation where I don't have that again. Does every spellcaster have some floating orbs that help them? That's a thing with this yeast game? Okay, gotcha. 3 times, not 4. Can't fucking type. Yeah, I mean, you could do 4 for the 100% run or something. Like, the first 3 are just the casual ones, but whatever. Reminds you of Dracula from Castlevania from design. Yeah, kind of, in a way. And maybe Anson the Wise from KH1 a little bit, yeah. I could see it. I could see the design a little bit in terms of, you know, the Kingdom Hearts-esque design to them. Anyway, fly right through this. Oh, you know, I could just do this. There we go. I almost forgot about fast forward! So let's just fast forward, shall we? And then we can retry the fight over and over again. So probably we'll end up doing this for like an hour total today, because we're already on about 45 minutes, so. And then we'll go from there. I'm thinking that fire might be best for the third phase, because you can hit the guys from far away. Like I was trying to do with the thunder mines, which is fine. They worked, it's just that they didn't really work, you know. I don't think they work as well because I have to stay far away, or end up far away from him, so. Maybe every final boss from Final Fantasy, mostly Sephiroth. Yeah, we got the Sephiroth vibes the last time as well. I think Sephico was the one that mentioned it when we played on Unica mode, so. I don't know, it kind of gives off, well, it's not really Necron for me. Necron's a little bit funkier looking. But, well, we'll get to Necron eventually, so. I actually don't know if I can even shred his defense with that, to be honest, but I'm going to try anyway. There we go. Alright, phase 2. Starts with wind, right? Yeah. So we'll just stand here with it. Oh, you gotta be over here, man. Come on now. I have to hit you from melee range. How you about to stand all the way over there? Oop, hang on, I gotta wait for it to recharge. There we go. No, get back here. No, get back here. I have to break your shield. There we go. Alright, fire next. Whoa. Let's just break it. There we go. Okay, electricity now. Get the hell away from him. Now he wants to come over here and attack me. Okay. I was gonna say, I think he walked away from that one a little bit. Oh, they're coming back. Alright, back to the fire. Not that it really helps me against those projectiles, but you know, oh god, his summoning circle. Eeh. Get me out! Jesus, hang on, I think he's doing a little everything there. There we go. And there goes that. I'm gonna go step, because why not? And even do a burst while I'm at it, because I just remembered how to do that. Nope, laser, yep. Not do that. I think he's lasering again. Yep, okay, so it is. Just get close to him and then we'll do what I just did, basically. And that's enough. And do another burst. Why the hell not? Summoning circle. Blast that thing. Get me the hell away from that. I learned my lesson from Unica mode. I ain't getting stuck in that. Not again. Okay. None of that. Shame on you. You know what? I'm gonna burst up and do this. Get the extra damage off. And there we go. Easy as that. I didn't even need the Daybreak Talisman. I guess I shouldn't have given up so easily last time. Oh well. Alright, Marie, go have fun. Go get yourself some dinner. We are all set here. A nice negative filter on those black pillars. Yeah, they pretty much just put a color invert filter over them, didn't they? So... yeah, with lasers, the answer is always get close. Yeah, it's like that in Sonic Adventure 2 as well, because if you get close to the power laser when they fire it, they can't, like, swivel fast enough to actually get to you. But the further away from the power laser you are, the easier it is for them to swivel it and hit you. So it's, yeah, it is. It's usually get close, so... oh no? Then why did you try to give me demonic power? Like, if you didn't see potential in me, then what was the point? You were wasting your energy that you could have used to kill me. Oh, is it now? Well, technically speaking, Toll already did that, so that means I don't have to live up to that expectation either, so... From what I've gathered, though, from everybody talking about the series as a whole, House Fact is pretty fucked up later on in the timeline. So... but I don't know. Maybe they'll figure it out. Or maybe they won't. I don't know. So I guess in a way the harmonica from the intro does come into play because they use it here, but like... I don't know. It just doesn't feel... maybe it's because they never really drew attention to their instruments as being these really important magical items, you know? But I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a MacGuffin item the way that others do, you know? Like that they would be go so far as to draw attention to it in the intro. In the opening, so... well, Darklings, your tree of might is no more. You will have to find a different fruit to eat because the Solomon Shrine is staying where it is. Yeah, goddess, huh? I think they meant angel. Oh, you just wait. You'll see. You'll see in a moment. Moons cleanse the lands. It's quite a bit more eugenic in this case than it is when Phoenix says it. Because when Phoenix says it, she just means dispel their buffs. When the Solomon Shrine does it, it means murder all the demons. Great. Okay, well, we can see the sun again, so that's probably a good sign. Yeah, sorry, I don't really have too much, because I said most of my piece when we did this with Unica, so... and a lot of the story beats are pretty similar here, and a lot of the cutscene stuff is pretty similar. I was going to say, oh, we're going to do this up here, but no, actually, they're talking about the goddesses who lost their wings. Fantastic. I mean, really, if we're honest here, I think I mentioned this in Unica mode, but anywhere on this planet is not safe from the demons, because the demons spawn from this planet. So if you want it safe, you're going to need to take it to a different planet. How do we build a rocket ship in the East universe? Or is that just Xenosaga? I don't know. I don't think the same company's made it. Never played any of the Xeno games, to be honest. I missed out on Xenogears way back on the PlayStation era because we didn't get a PlayStation until like 2002. And so we never ended up getting like Xenosaga and all that because by the time we got a PS2, you couldn't really find it in stores anymore. And then Xenoblade Chronicles came out for the Wii, which we had, but it was limited print and I wasn't really interested, so I could get the definitive edition now once I get a Switch. And I might do that at some point. We'll see. Oh, I guess they're saying new things here about House Fact. I don't know, I was just kind of skimming through because I figured it was very similar to what Unica was happening. Third character's that other goddess would be funny. Yeah, because then they just, you know, you could play as them and they can just purge all the demons in one hit. Be kind of funny, actually, because it'd be kind of like, what's that mode in Devil May Cry 5 where you kill everything in one hit, but you get killed in one hit? Like, I could imagine it'd be something like that. Yeah, about that. Again, I wish you two were right, but from what I understand, House Fact becomes very much the bad guys in the future of the East series, so... On a positive note, though, Roy's alive in this timeline. So that's cool, I guess. Unica can go home happy ever after. Or is Roy going to stay down with Unica now because he's alive? Because she's going to stay down here, as we'll see in a minute. So I wonder if Roy's going to stay down here too. It wouldn't really make sense for him to go back up to East, would it? Like, if they love each other? Like, isn't that just being completely clueless? Isn't that Unica's thing? Anyway, they wanted to go deep underground, which doesn't seem very smart, because if the demons are coming from hell, traditionally, hell is buried under the earth in most Judeo-Christian mythology, so... I mean, I guess ever since Dante's Inferno. It wasn't like that traditionally, but Dante's Inferno kind of imprinted that in the minds of the people. I was going to say, I hope you guys don't just end up floating into space, because if you do, well, we would want to move the goddesses back up there, because it'd be far enough away where no one can go and get them, or the Black Pearl. But that would never happen, because they have to set up the rest of the series where I think, if I remember right, I don't know anything about East 1 or East 2 or any of that stuff, but the goddesses were left underground, so... Well, fair enough. I mean, I'm surprised you're not thinking about that, Unica, considering. How could you both independently come up with that? Because they're correct, that's why. Okay, so here they at least explain it a little bit. In Unica mode, they just kind of were like, hey, we're staying, and everybody else is like, whatever. Okay, so Roy is going to stay along with her. Fair enough. That's what I was just saying, yes. No, probably not. You just destroyed half of our party. Good job. I'm sure his dad will be incredibly upset by this, considering, yeah, both of his sons will not be upholding the house. How the hell does House Fact continue after this if both of his sons are down here? Like, that would mean someone from their bloodline would eventually have to go back up to East and continue the house. which doesn't make any sense, because why would they do that? Whatever. Anyway, I'm dropping frames again, so that's just fantastic. And off they go into the sky. And off we go, because, like I said, this is going to be treated as the finale episode for Ys Origin, the Stream Edition. We still have one character to play, but I'll do that like I normally do that, where that'll essentially be the post-game, quote-unquote. It's not really post-game, but it was not unlocked at the beginning of the game, so I guess you could kind of consider it a post-game thing because it's unlockable. But yeah, I don't think I have any additional thoughts having played through Hugo mode. Very much what I said in Unica mode still applies to Hugo mode. There isn't really a whole lot new that this mode has given me that has made me say, yeah, you know, it's better than what I said. It's pretty much just one of those cases where it's all right. Like, this game is the definition of it's all right for me. There's nothing particularly damning about it. But pretty much every aspect of it I have played better in a different game, so it's not really something that's, you know, really tripping my trigger. This is kind of a litmus test, though, Ys Origin, for the rest of the Ys series, because there's like 9 other fucking games in the series to play after Ys Origin, and I don't know, there might even be spin-offs or something as well. So this is kind of the litmus test for me to determine whether I would want to go play the Ys games after this, and boy, I hope the third character is like masterpiece material, because anything short of that, and I think I'll be Ys'd out for quite some time. We'll see, but I don't know. This reminds you of Skyward Sword with the Sky Island where all the humans live. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. We rented Skyward Sword once, and I played a little bit of it, I think. Or maybe I watched Cole play it. I don't remember. I know we rented it, but I don't remember if I'm the one that played it or if I watched one of my brothers play it. But, yeah, I remember somebody sailing around in the sky on a bird, if I remember right, in the game. Or maybe that was... Maybe I watched gameplay on YouTube, and maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know, I could swear we rented it at some point. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeast or yeet? Well, they just yeeted themselves back to the continent of East. Actually, I think the world is East, so that's not quite true. You know. Excuse me. It's like E-E-Y... No, it's more like E-E-S. That's how you pronounce it, so East. Like long E with an S at the end. Wise! Something like that. But yeah, so that'll be the finale for Ys Origin, the Stream Edition. We're gonna wait to come back for the third playable character, though. Like I said, I'm gonna go play a different game next week. It's, technically speaking, it is my old college roommate John's suggestion. The most recent thing he asked for was Elden Ring, but that would be a long, long project, so I'm not gonna play that just yet. But I'll play something else that he asked for a while back. Then after that is going to be Threads of Fate for Dream. And then after that, I'm going to do some cleanup. We got to go back to Devil May Cry 5 and test out Virgil and test out the Bloody Palace. And we got to come back to this so we can play Toll mode, which is the third character. What is the next game? Well, I have to remember what it is, Lifeblood, so if that's not hint enough for you, it's a pretty obscure game from what I understand, so me saying, well, I have to remember what it is might not be a big enough hint. But you won't have long to wait, because we will be starting the next game on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I actually have a day pinpointed because I have to do busy stuff on Monday and Tuesday. So, yeah, we'll be starting the next game up on Sunday. And there's the third playable character, right there. And I believe if we go to New Game now, we can actually just select him. Yep. So, the third playable character is Toll, Hugo's brother. And we'll play him the next time we come back with Ys Origin, the Stream Edition, which is probably going to be like... I don't know, like a month or so from now, month and a half. It depends on how long Threads of Fate is. I don't exactly know. The next game is probably about 6 streams, but Threads of Fate I don't really know. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see about Toll and whether or not his story... Apparently it's the canon story, so we'll see if his story salvages the game for me a little more than just the definition of it's alright, or what. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, like, I knew I was getting some serious Kingdom Hearts vibes from this game, although I was mostly getting Chain of Memories vibes. But yeah, he looks like Riku in his, like, dark aura form, basically. With the especially with the coat thing that's hanging from his hips there, that's hanging from his waist, and it's got the shredded parts on the bottom. Yeah, definitely gives me that vibe. So we'll see if he plays anything like Riku, or if his story is anything remotely different from Unica and Hugo's mode when we tackle... I loathe to say it because it'll probably be the title when we get back to Toll mode, but it's probably like Reverse Rebirth mode on the next episode of Ys Origin, the Stream Edition, which, again, will not be happening for a little while. When we come back for cleanup and do Devil May Cry 5, the post-game for that, the bonus episode for that, we'll do this in the post-game, and we'll go from there. So yes, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I hope you've enjoyed Ys Origin. It's been alright for me. We'll see if the third character changes my mind. But until we get to that character, or next week when we play the next game, or whenever I see you next around the internet, I hope that you'll take care and have a good one. Now all I can think of is Dark Riku using claws as a weapon in Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't think that's the same as a Keyblade, but hey, if you jam the claw in the lock hard enough, it might open a lock. I'm still dropping frames!